Why should we hire you? Now, this is a question that comes up all the time in law firm interviews that really trips us up because we're not really sure if we're supposed to start talking about how awesome we are, all the things we've accomplished in our life, or if the law firm is looking for something specific that they want us to say. And so don't worry, we're going to walk through my favorite, very simple two-part framework for how to answer this question in a law firm interview. And if you guys are currently going through law firm interviews right now, definitely check out my favorite best questions to ask in law firm interviews guide. It is a list of the questions I asked in all of my law firm interviews that totally wowed the interviewers and left them wanting more. And if you guys are ready to dive in, hit that like button and let's go. Part one of crafting our answer to this question is figuring out what the law firm wants from us. And so we want to know the skills, the experience, the qualifications, the requirements of that job posting. Now, this can be pretty tricky when you're in law school because a lot of these job postings, especially when you're a 1L or a 2L, are pretty minimal. Sometimes they only have the class ranking they want or if they want you to be on law review. And don't worry, we can totally work with this. If you are looking at a job posting that is not very thorough, that is not very verbose, we are going to fill in those blanks for them. And that's how we're going to craft the first part of our answer. So it could look something like this. I saw that the firm is looking for someone with law review experience and in the top 25% of the class. I imagine that the reason why these qualifications are important to the firm is because you're looking for someone with strong legal writing skills and a dedicated work ethic that functions well under pressure. So if the law firm is not being incredibly clear or incredibly thorough about what they're looking for this position, you get to fill in the blanks and you get to do it in a way that sets you up to hype yourself up in part two of your answer. Part two of your answer is, you've probably guessed it, linking the experiences that you've had to demonstrate these skills or these qualifications that you identified in part one. And so part two of your answer might look something like this. With respect to the legal writing piece, although I won't be participating in law review my 2L year, I have a strong history of legal and analytical writing, starting with my 4 years in undergrad interning for the Texas legislature, where we drafted a lot of public policy proposals and potential legislation. I'll also be taking on a research assistant position with my constitutional law professor this semester, where I will be helping her with legal research and drafting the first version of a law review article. With respect to the academic piece, I have always had extremely high expectations for myself and put in the energy and effort to excel in every class. That has given me the discipline and work ethic to not only reach the top of my class in undergrad, but also the top of my class in law school, and I have no intention of slowing down. So that's a simple two-part framework for how to go about answering the question, why should we hire you? But there is a bonus step if you have the time to take this one step further. And that is to actually see how the law firm describes themselves. So when you go on the law firm's website, usually under the About section, you'll see language about the law firm's core values or their philosophy on the legal industry or how they approach client service. And you can take that language and put that in your part one answer, where you can let them know you did a little bit of background research on them and you found that these are the things that they value or these are the things that they're looking for in their lawyers. And then of course in your part two answer, how your experiences really showcase those skills or those core values or those qualifications. And so you can show that you did a little bit of bonus work. Now, if you guys are headed into law firm interviews right now, definitely check out this playlist of all of the different questions that law firm interviews love to ask and my favorite ways to answer them. And if you guys have any other questions or just want to let me know how interviews are going, comment below and I can't wait to help cheer you guys on. And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next one.